Confusion, a note on confusion by Stefan Zweig. I had the chance to read something which I enjoyed thoroughly by the same author. 24 heures dans la vie d'une femme, 24 hours in the life of a woman. I found it in French, and it was very good. If I'm not mistaken, there's a note on my YouTube list of chef d'oeuvre here, and definitely on Goodreads. It's rated and reviewed. This one I just started, so this is the first note, but I'm just guessing there will be only 2 in all, because I'm very near the end, and by Monday, when I return to the e-reader, I will be finished with it. Over Friday and weekends I use more the audio book format, and let Mondays through Thursdays, let these days be dedicated for reading from the e-reader. There is a hero that I like, even if I disagree with some of his actions, who is, after some adventures and some little clash with his father, who is upset that he's not learning in the way he would like, and stumbles upon his son while he was having intimate relations with a woman, and the father is annoyed and displeased with the lack of progress in his education. So he says you will need to move to a smaller town and really learn. Okay, education is wonderful, and I'm reading and trying to learn psychology, positive psychology, even if I finished 20 years ago university. So I believe in that. We don't need no education. Pink Floyd, as they pointed out in a comedy show, goes to prove how wrong Pink Floyd is, or are, because there are a few members of the band. When you say you don't need no education, you prove that you need education because you don't know how to talk. Anyway, so this young man ends up in a city where he has a first encounter that fascinates him with the professor of English. There's a lecture where the professor is dazzling, fantastic. And the young man is under a spell. The next day, though, the professor is showing his other side. He's tired, his eyelids are heavy, and he looks old and wasted. And this is part of the confusion, I think, which is in the title. Which one is he, this professor? Then again, the student, let's call him that. Is he attracted by this professor, an older man, or by his wife? I was thinking that perhaps the theme of homosexuality or bisexuality is included in here. It may very well be a platonic relationship. He may very well appreciate, admire, and even love this professor, but only in a purely spiritual way. And indeed, there's little indication that he has any physical attraction or any sexual inclination in that way. In fact, there's a closeness to his wife, which is somewhat strange. First of all, he did see her, if only a little bit. But then, when he's going for a swim and he's trying out a competition with this young woman, and then meets with her, talks to her, tries to seduce her, and has no qualms about it, he doesn't have any idea that this is the wife of his beloved professor. And how come he likes her, but still when he saw her, he had no, he didn't take any notice. He had no feelings at all. And then there's a love and hate relationship with this woman, which is more like hate. He seems to reject her, and he's so upset about his feelings for the professor, who is nasty to him quite often. Well, I will return with a second note.